Speaking of gay, I have no idea who this guy is, but I saw this on Twitter, and I thought, oh boy, blaming the audience for not buying games instead of blaming the games for being bad. Let's fucking go.
There's something weird that has happened in the gaming community. I'm serious, too, when I say this. For some reason, everybody in the gaming community wants games to fail.
Yes, because games are not made for gamers anymore. Games are made in the way that propaganda is made. They are now tools with which to cudgel people with and usher in the era of the modern audience. The modern audience does not exist. They are trying to create it. And that is why they have to constantly push their ideologies in these games instead of just making a fun game. He's right, you want the Dead Rising remake to fail. Also, what platform is this dude streaming on? Because, like, isn't this the Tinder icon? Am I crazy? What is this? Where is he streaming? This guy's a bridge plant. He has no engagement and a crap ton of subs. Oh my god. He's kind of got the look down. Maybe this is who they're planning on replacing Destiny with. What the fuck is that camera quality?
It's very bizarre. Like, the whole thing with X-Defiant is still, like, stumps me to this day.
It shouldn't.
People complain about not having enough games to play, but when new games come out, even...
I have not heard a single person say they don't have enough games to play. In fact, most people talk about how fucking hefty their backlogs are. Does this man know anyone who plays video games? Where did he come from? Who is this?
Even before they had played it, they're like, that game sucks, I'm not going to play it.
You don't have to play a game to know that it sucks. If it is filled with ideological diversity, equity, and inclusion-laden crap, if it is lecturing you in trailers and in gameplay, you don't have to play it to know that it sucks. Sometimes streamers will make the great self-sacrifice of buying the game and suffering through it so that we can see just how bad it is. But you don't need to do that. You can still see how bad it is just from the way the trailer is, the way that the people who made the game talk about it, the way that they're just like, well, anyone who doesn't like our game is just a racist, misogynist, you know, we gotta get these people out of gaming. They are the ones ruining it. Let's not focus on the fact that they were the ones that were here and we're trying to ruin their hobby. We're in the right. Trust us. We're the developers.
Listen, man, if we keep tearing down these studios trying to make good games, like, yeah, not every single one is going to be fun and not every single one is going to be a hit. But if we're sitting here, like, preying on its downfall before the game even comes out, what do you think's going to happen? Nope.
Hopefully those fucking studios close the fuck down. Hopefully everyone working there loses their jobs. And then actual people who want to actually make games because they're passionate about them can then go on to make their own studios or pick up the bones of the one that has failed. We need the cleansing to happen. This guy is dumb and probably a shill. Don't you have phones? You should buy games even if they're not good. What is he on about? It's just like, he's doing the whole think of the poor developers, and it's like, no. I have zero empathy for developers who hate the people they are making products for.
Nobody's going to be investing in gaming and making new games. And you're not going to have shit to fucking play. You're going to be sitting here playing MW2 Remastered Edition. You're going to...
What a fucking idiot. But why would anyone play the Remaster Edition? That's part of the fucking problem. They would just play the original. What do you mean?
Be sitting here trying to play fucking the same old games for the 1,000th time.
That's because they're actually fun. That's because the games that were made back in the day were made to be games, to be fun, not to be a tool for ideology.
Because these billionaires and fucking multi-billion-dollar publishers, they're not gonna greenlight any new games, any new concepts, any new IP.
I feel like I just got stun-locked. Oh no, the billionaire companies, they won't greenlight new things. Where are the new things? We're in remaster hell for years. Oh my god, won't you think of the billionaire companies? We need more slop. You will eat the slop. will allow the modern audience to be created, you stupid gamer. You're just too dumb to notice what's happening, and that's why you'll keep buying all of the slop we push out.
I mean, I try to put myself in the shoes of myself when I was like 16 years old, but I can't.
What?
I was excited for new games when they came out. The problem is now we have too
I
many...
was also excited for new games when they came. I was also excited for new games in current year when I'm not 16. Like Pal World and Crime Boss. And those turned out to be fun. Wow.
options. We've seen too...
He has to try to put himself in his own shoes. I know. This is like a level of breakfast perception that I didn't know was possible.
Many different games. We've seen too many different ways to interact with games. Like...
What?
Back in the day, bro, when in 2007, when Halo 3, Gears of War 1, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare dropped the same fucking year, bro, we were lined up outside of GameStops, whether it was in a mall or attached to a fucking Hollywood video, sitting there waiting.
Dude, midnight releases were so much fucking fun. I definitely miss, like, midnight release parties, but you know what you got when you went to a midnight release? Typically, it was a game that you pre-ordered, and with that pre-order, you got the full game. It wasn't DLC. You got a full, complete fucking game. Complete with a case. Sometimes it would be an ornate case. It would have a little booklet inside of the case. There would be ornate artwork inside of it as well. You might get some stuff for free. There might be a figure. There might be a binder. There might be some keychains. There might be a guidebook. There might be an art book. You were given tons of shit because companies were like, hot damn! You're making us fistfuls of cash. You like what we're doing. Thank you for consuming our product. You got the game and the flu for freezing your ass off for 4 hours. Oh my god. When FPS, and shooter drop tells you pretty much everything you need to know about which gaming sphere he plays in. Oh man, just consume product. I'm still stuck on him being like, I try to put myself in my 16-year-old self shoes and I can't, and it's like, how can you not perceive a hypothetical about yourself? You literally lived that life. I don't understand. I don't get it, man.
Camped out, drinking fucking Mountain Dew, waiting for these new games for the midnight release. Everybody was so excited about it. Now when new games come out, we're fucking sitting around a goddamn fire witch artifact, like doing a satanic ritual for the game to fail miserably.
No, people don't want games to fail miserably inherently. When the developers come out and they say that they hate you, when the consultants that they use come out and they say that they hate you, when these consultants harass you, when they put things in games that have no basis being in the games, when they change games that are from beloved IPs, where they do race swapping and gender swapping, and they need to make everyone a fucking hardcore independent female trope. You can't have any nice, shy, subservient females anymore. That's bad. And you definitely can't have their booba out. You gotta have them covered up. Put those women in burqas, baby. And get that Coomer shit out of here. You can't just have a game that's fun anymore. It has to preach to you. And we're all sick of it, so yes, we do hope those games fail. He can't imagine himself as he was because of the sheer amount of SSRIs and weed he's ingested. Look at those dead eyes. Man hasn't been sober since he was 16. Jesus Christ. This guy is nothing but an unplugged normie. I should not be subjected to going on Twitter and seeing normie opinions. This guy's all about not having standards and holding the industry that makes the entertainment you love to standard and make the best things. This guy is like the embodiment of what I imagine when fucking Jay was just like, just consume product and then get excited for next product.